Good morning and hello again. Welcome. So today's prompt for December 2023 is spaghetti box window. And this morning I was sitting having some coffee thinking about that. I thought, my spaghetti comes in a plastic wrapper. But I do have lasagna boxes. They do have a little window here. This is from Christmas Eve dinner. My husband actually made lasagna. Now, I will tell you, at our house, these noodles are spaghetti noodles. What I mean is, in order to get the grandkids to eat lasagna, we just tell them that it's spaghetti that's been cooked in a different kind of pan in the oven instead of on the stovetop, and that we use different noodles. Otherwise, it's the same thing as spaghetti. If you tell them it's lasagna, they say, I don't like lasagna. But if you tell them it's spaghetti with different noodles, they love it. I sat thinking, what in the world am I going to do? And I thought, with my coffee cup, you see there's hummingbirds? And it dawned on me, you know what I want to do? I want to do something with this window where Effie is looking through the window and there's hummingbirds. I just think that would bring him joy. So that's what we're going to do. I have no idea how, but we can figure it out together with our hummingbird coffee cup. I don't know about you guys, but my December ring binder is chock full. If I don't have this tied shut, it pops open. I do not have any more room for anything. No more pages. So we're going to create let's find a page. Here it is. Okay, so there's an empty pocket. So my thought is, let's make something to go inside this pocket. What I have to do is measure and make sure whatever I make is going to fit. So I just grabbed a piece of brown paper bag, and I just eyeballed it. I kind of set it there, and I ripped. So I think this will be the size of our tag. All right, I've got my spaghetti box. I know the size that I need, but if I create this as a double tag, what I could do is take this and turn it into something that goes actually down into that. I love this page. Look at Effie's watching TV, and he's watching Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. Anyway, look, there's a window in this one. So I think we're going to incorporate this, but this too is amazing, and it's got a window. So I think maybe somehow we can use both of them. Keep in mind, I have no idea what I'm doing. We're just going to figure this out as we go, I think. I know that I need this window, and it needs to be about that big. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut off this edge here where it bends, and I'm just going to cut right in the indentation of it to try and get a straight line. Okay, we got that. Now, I actually don't mind if it's not 100% straight. I'm going to need a marker. Let's just use a Sharpie. It's the closest thing I had. And draw a rough line here. And that's where we're going to cut. Okay. But I think we're going to need 2 of these. Because remember, I wanted to create something that went down in. So So we're gonna need 2. I can't believe Defemember is almost over. I really, really, really hope that Effie comes back next year. Now, I'm not going to throw this away. I know there's not a lot left, but I'm going to go ahead and just set that aside. But we now have 2, right? So I could glue them together, and we have our pocket for this, and the hummingbirds will go on this, right? I think. Yeah, the hummingbirds need to be in the window. And so this will actually need to figure out where it's going to go. Let's see. My brain, I have no idea what we're doing here. All right, first I need to find some hummingbirds, right? Okay. And I know I have some somewhere in my little box of stuff. This is just totally random. There they are. Yeah, I just throw random stuff in here. But look, I've got these hummingbirds. Somebody sent me in a Happy Mail. Most of this is Happy Mail stuff. There's some really cool little things in here that people have sent. But we got what we need. Our hummingbirds. So we can set that box aside. The only problem is that we're going to lose some of this hummingbird's cool tail. Look how long his tail is. But we're going to have to. First thing I need to do is, if the card's going to go in this way, I need to figure out what piece I'm going to use. And I think I'll use this. Now, to draw around it in regular pen, I'm not going to see it. So I'm going to use this white Posca pen. And I think I'll draw around it like that. Then I know where to cut. Boy, okay. That's actually the only Posca pen I've got, and I'm so glad I got it in white. It is very, very helpful. Okay, so that's where we're gonna cut. And I'm gonna cut just on the inside line. Trial and error. How did Louisa put it? She said, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. I think I've heard that somewhere before, other than in the journaling realm, if you know what I mean. Has anybody heard that as a kid? Oh my, look what I saw sitting there. Yes, this gummy worm package came from a swap partner, a scrap swap partner, and they're almost gone. I'm so sad. I love, there's 2. There's only 2 left. I love gummy worms. You guys, gummy worms are amazing. If you notice, I didn't get it on there perfectly. So I'm just gonna take some Tim Holtz Ranger Distress Oxide in ground espresso. And I'm gonna go along the edges. Now, this side could totally be used like that as a journaling space. No problem. But I kind of want this brown paper on it. All right, and then we'll just take this and turn it over on there. All right, we got that done. And again, as you can see, it is not perfect, but I am totally fine with that. And I might ink up just a tad bit the edges on this for fun. I found, you know, these 2 little guys, and they could be sitting on a branch out here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to fussy cut these. Okay, so I just grabbed these tiny scissors to fussy cut. There's a tree here. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and maybe glue them on like they're in the tree. Oh my, get their little noses on the page. Or beaks. What do you call that? Is that a nose? A beak? I'm gonna have to look into that. I do know that when this journaling card is put down in here, I want these guys to be seen there. It was definitely not the easiest thing I've ever done. But there they are. So if this will be down in here, these we want to see behind. Let's just glue those puppies down. Look at them. They say, Effie, we're your friends. Let us in. I'm going to try using this black marker and going around this edge here, and hopefully it stays wet so that it gives me kind of an idea of where it cut. So I'm going to put it there and press it down. I'm really hoping it bleeds through. It did kind of. Do you see that? So I'm going to try that. We're going to cut there. Poke a hole to get me started. I'm just going to put some masking tape over this acetate window on the back side so that when the journaling card goes in and out of this pocket, it doesn't get destroyed pulling that off. So I glued this down. So now we need to trim it off. Trim all this off. We'll set it aside. Let's turn it over and see what we have. So when this is in there, there will at least be a hummingbird, maybe two if we get it to sit just right. All right, so now this will need to be glued onto that. I need to do something around the window so it doesn't look so... Ugh, good night, lady. Look at the mess I've made. Yeah, something around there. Well, we'll figure that out in a little bit. For now, we got to create this pocket. So I think I'm going to glue the 3 edges. Or should I sew it? I wonder if my sewing machine will throw a fit going through that. I'm going to go try it. All right, sewed around the edges to create this pocket. And I decided that around the edges here, I'm going to go ahead and use this, but I want to check and just make sure this fits. It does. Thank goodness. Take that out, and I'm just going to open this up. Yes, there's some on the window. All right. Or window. Ah! There's some on the lid. What am I thinking? I'm thinking windows, right? I'm also thinking I need to warm up my coffee. So I want to just some of this on the edge. It would be really cool if it gave it the look of it's been snowing out or it's been really cold out, and these hummingbirds are saying they want in because it's so cold outside. Yep, it kind of looks like a snowy window. But that means that we're going to have to do something with this to make it look like it has been snowing. I do have some white gesso on my hand, and I think maybe just put some down here on the ground. And that'll look like it has snowed just a little. And then there's already some little white speckles on there, but let's do a little more. And since I've got this out, may as well try it. I do not know how this is going to work. Maybe. No, we don't want any on him, and it won't flick out. So let's just create little snowdrops. Snowflakes. Oh my gosh, snowdrops. Y'all, I have not had enough coffee. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take a break here, and I'm going to go have a little more coffee, and I'll come back and I'll do some more of this snow. I was thinking about it, and I thought, you know, I'm going to take you with me. So the pot of coffee, gone. So I went ahead, and I don't usually drink Starbucks, but it's all I had in these pods right now. So we have some hot coffee. Why don't I show you the mess that I've been making? I'll turn on the light. Okay. So for Christmas, we got a couple of these. A big one and a smaller one. And this is my kitchen table right now. I am in the process of making, well, I mean, fun mess, right? So over here, I've never used these before, so this was very interesting to try. And this one was fun. So I made those marks with a toilet paper roll. So I made marks with, I guess we could pull this off real quick just to see what it does. What color should I use? You know what? Let's just use some white. Okay. Let's see if we can pull this off. That's just this. Now this is curling. Weird. I don't know if this is gonna work. And let's see if it works. We'll pull it up. Oh my goodness, squirrel. Okay, we're back to the desk. We're back with some coffee. And I brought this, it's dry, from the very first jelly print making. Maybe I'll incorporate this somehow. But this is dry now. The window is snow. And I did go ahead and add some more snow. Look at them like, help, let me in, it's freezing. So, all right, when these are in here, yeah. Yep. Okay, that works. So now what I want to do, I want to put a pull tab here. maybe I'll make it out of this. The colors kind of go. Wow, I can't believe I had no idea what to do, and all of this is totally coming together. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little shocked. Let's do, you know what? Okay, I'm just gonna rip and tear and rip. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna go zoom in a little here. That's a little too much. Okay, dogs may bark. Just, yeah, they may bark. All right, I want to cut off that edge. And that edge here. Okay. We use this as our tab. I actually think I'm going to fold it over once and use it like this. So we'll put it on there, and I'm going to use, do I have my stapler? I do. Let's make sure it's okay on the other side. Yeah, I'm going to use my stapler instead of glue. Just for some added fun. Because I think that, I don't know, staples give it a cool look. What do you think? So we have a journaling card that goes down in here to show the hummingbirds. We have it so it shows it's a spaghetti box. Spaghetti box window. There we are. Perfect. Okay. Now we have to get our journal out. And find that pocket again. Here it is. Okay. The test. Will it fit in there? Oh, yeah. It fits in with room to spare. Yay! Okay. So our spaghetti box window is done. We can mark it off our list and call it good. So we have one more left tomorrow, me and my crush. And then we have our surprise prompt from Ephy, so that we will know what to do with our door. Woohoo! I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited about this last one, but yet it's bittersweet. You know, thank you, Barbara and Louisa. This has been fabulous. I've learned a lot. I have played with things that I would no way have played with before. Some of it's I'm really happy with some. I'm not happy with others, but I have all these scraps left to play with. So we'll have to see. I may add more to this. I may not. For now, thanks for being here. And could you help me out and click the like, thumbs up button for me? And hey, subscribe if you want to. But for sure, tag me in your social media stuff so I can see all the fun things that you create as well. And it would be at For Grace Creations or hashtag For Grace Creations. And I think that's all. Until tomorrow.